What up, guys? Welcome back to the garage, man. It's another early morning out here working on Braven's freaking engine bay. As you guys know, we already got all the seam sealer and everything out of here. Everything's removed from the engine bay, and we try to clean it up as much as we can. Now what I'm doing is going through in all the holes and on the seams where it is that we want to weld. I'm trying to get the paint all grinded down really well so that it's going to be a lot easier to actually get all this welded up. The problem is like all these holes up here, I don't know what it is I need and what it is I don't need. What's headlights, what's for the radiator. But luckily for us, I have a good friend that's coming by today. He's going to be giving us a hand with welding the engine bay because honestly, he has a much better welder than I do, and he's much better at welding than I am. And he also has a DA Integra, so I asked if he can bring his DA. Hopefully he does. Then we can go back and forth from his car and Braven's car, see what it is that we do and we do not need, you know what I'm saying? So it just make things easier. So that's what I'm doing right now, is trying to get the engine bay ready so that whenever he gets here, we don't have to waste any time. He can just jump straight to welding, you know what I'm saying? Alright, now using a combination of a wire wheel on my grinder, which damn, that thing is hot, and a paint eater on my drill, I think I've got everything pretty well ready. Dude, once you get going, it's kind of easy to get lost, man. Like I thought I was done quite a few times, and then you realize, oh shit, there's a whole nother cluster of holes over here that you missed. I don't know, I definitely underestimated how much welding there actually is. There's a lot in here, bro. Holy shit. Some of these little corners and crevices are really difficult to get in there to actually grind the paint down. I don't know, there's definitely some spots that I missed, but I think it's good enough, dude. I really do. We'll see whenever Chris gets here. I'll have him look at it. Hopefully, I mean, I think it's good. Anyhow, we got a new hose for the vacuum because this hose, it always kinks right here. So now we can use it as an exhaust. So we can actually run our exhaust a little bit further away, which is awesome. Oh shit. Bam. So that goes right there. That goes right there. Hell yeah. No more kinked up mess, bro. Oh, it's not plugged in. Oh well, you guys get it. I'm actually more excited about the fact we have an exhaust an exhaust hose now, that we can run that a little bit further away. Thing looks dope, man. I don't know why I forgot your car was blue. Yeah, I was expecting it to be white still. Damn, bro. I didn't know he had the one-piece headlights too. They're clean, too. Did you have to clean them up, or?
Yeah, they had a cracked tab and the other one, like the end of it fell off, but I just glued it back on.
Oh yeah.
I just fixed that, and then I made my own little tab for one of them because it was.
That's dope. Did you see that we got a set for his car?
No, I didn't.
Dude, we found him at the junkyard and paid 40 bucks for him.
It works.
Yeah, hell yeah. That's dope.
Yeah, I love them. I just wish, I need to get new headlight bulbs. They're what, the H4s or H4Hs, and Matt at ICB is the only guy that sells them local.
Yeah. I noticed it's like one bulb, right? What do you do? What'd you do with the fog light?
The fog lights are in there still. I have those put on the old DIY thing, the G2IC forums for the write-up on the
oh, really?
Toggling the fogs to the, what is it, the thermostat or the rear defroster power wire, so you can use them whenever you want.
Oh, okay, that's dope. Yeah, that's kind of like what we're looking to do.
Yeah, this was with a flux core welder too. So.
Oh, really? Yeah, that's all I have, man. So I was like, shit. And I've seen some of the welding and stuff you do, so I'm like, I know this guy can do better. I mean, it's all gonna get shaved down anyway.
Yeah.
Like, mainly just the holes, you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't even, if you don't have enough gas to get the stitching done, then it's no big deal. I could probably do the stitch with the flux core, because I'm just gonna do like a little, you know, and then like every inch or something.
Yeah. Well, you want to do like a half-inch bead like every inch or two.
Oh, really? Alright, you guys tell me, would you find it interesting if we were to be doing a right-hand drive conversion on this car, doing a full color change, and even case swapping it? That'd be freaking dope, right? Tell me that shit wouldn't be dope, because, I mean, Anyhow, that's not what I'm getting at. What I'm getting at, that's what Chris has done to his car. Dude, he's had this car for freaking years. It's went through different versions. He did a full firewall swap on this thing, did the right-hand drive conversion himself at home, dude. He did this full color change. Like in the course of like the last year, I think I've seen him paint like 3 or 4 different cars. This dude didn't even know how to paint a car before. All by himself, he learned how to do everything. Yeah, dude, right-hand drive conversion, K-swap, DA Integra, and this dude works at Hasport, man. I mean, if you're not following this guy, you're freaking sleeping. What's going on? Yeah, dude, your Integra is definitely dope.
Thank you. Yeah, it's been a long time.
Braven's been talking about this, like, since he got his, he's like, this is the same car Chris has, man. So
they're awesome. I mean, they're just like the redheaded stepchild of the Hondas. Everybody forgot about them. They were cool for like a year before the DC chassis came out, and then that was just for whatever reason more appealing to them.
And you have what, the B20 V Swap Del Sol, right?
Yeah.
And then a turbo Miata.
Well, it's B20 VTEC Turbo Del Sol, which is the motor that used to be in this without the turbo.
Oh, okay. Is the Miata turboed?
Almost. I have
okay.
I fabbed everything up.
I knew I seen something about it.
Yeah, I just dropped the manifold off and my downpipe off for a Cerakote. So,
hell yeah, that's dope.
But yeah, I mean, soon to be, and it has AC and stuff too. The Miata does. Yeah,
that's freaking rare as shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, you definitely have a badass collection of cars, man. So I spent all morning trying to sand everywhere where I think we need a weld.
Yeah.
I think you probably need to look over it.
I mean, in my instance, I left the threaded holes because you never know what you're going to change later on.
Yeah. Well, I just did everything because I wasn't sure what we needed and what we didn't need. Like up here, I don't know what's headlights. I don't know what's radiator. That's why I figured since you're bringing your car, we can kind of look back and forth maybe.
Yeah, I think I did mess up on one of it because this one is your hood stopper.
Yeah.
And then I think this one is for your headlight, like dial, your adjuster. And I think I accidentally filled mine in. So. Okay.
Yeah, we could leave those. We're not looking for like a show car finish, you know, just to kind of feel like this is where they drilled out the spot welds on that factory bracket.
Right.
And they just fucking went all the way through for whatever reason. Alright, Shiloh's taking off. Gotta get another look at the 2J. I know I've said this before, but it doesn't matter how many times you see this damn car. It just puts you in awe whenever you see the engine bay. It's insane.
Try to hit 2-step?
I mean, if you want.
It's your neighbors.
No, my neighbors don't give a fuck.
It's loud as fuck.
Alright. Oh shit. Damn, dude. Yeah, that's pretty serious. That's the first time I've heard him actually hit the launch control like that. Holy shit.
Loud.
Your damn response to that.
Yeah, that's nasty.
That's not bad.
I thought it was an actual piece of bird poop, and I was just like, gonna go look at it.
I did that, bro.
I feel like even you got
I'm just
that
kidding. That was there when we got it.
Yeah.
It's crazy. So, no antenna for his car, unfortunately.
You could probably chisel that out because it doesn't look like it hardly penetrated. That heat affected zone right there, that outer ring, that's like, if I tack weld, mine's already bigger than that.
Yeah.
It's penetrating. This is just poop.
That's crazy.
I think I seen it move in a little bit when you hit it.
The whole thing, like you can feel it's like a low spot around it from them heating the metal and warping it. Yeah, we've already gotten tail lights from the junkyard. I don't know if you've watched the videos or not, but this car was gutted when we got it.
Yeah, I think I saw the first one when you picked it up. I just been so busy.
Yeah, no, I understand. I try to watch all your videos too, but it's just life of a YouTuber, man. Constantly busy. But yeah, it had no rear interior when we got this car. This is all junkyard shit.
Yeah, Yeah, that's really nice for junkyard.
We even got a cargo cover.
We dyed the carpet.
Oh yeah, I did see that on your Instagram.
This was brown carpet.
I still have my cargo cover from that thing. It's like
Dude, I thought this was gonna be the hardest thing to find. We have 2 of them.
Really?
Yeah, I swear to God. I'm like, cargo cover to me is just like the first thing people chuck, you know?
Yeah,
and they're just so hard to find, but it's so easy to freaking gut a car though.
Oh, yeah.
Whenever you try to piece it all back together, it's so much freaking work. All the little brackets.
Got a decent amount shaved, at least on the towers.
So got a lot of the holes all filled in and got a lot of the stitch welding all done. Dude, this looks sick, man. I really do wish that this is what I did with the khaki Civic instead of just shaving the whole thing, but we went ahead and bolted this back in because while he's here, he's gonna go ahead and put some beads on here to hold this thing on, because you're almost out of gas, right?
Yeah, it's like on the 0 mark, so I probably got enough to finish that.
Okay. I'm surprised that this was only held in with 2 12s.
Yeah, that's sketchy.
He was running the car like that, bro.
Yeah, especially I'm assuming the guy was probably beating the snot out of the car too, so
Yeah,
hanging on for dear life.
yeah, that's
I mean,
crazy.
at least on our K-swap kits at Hasport, like the EGs and EKs, we give you 120 mil long, like grade 8 or grade 10 automotive bolts.
Yeah.
Not teeny tiny little.
And the bolts are basic. I mean, that's to place it, right? Because you're supposed to weld them in, aren't you?
On the EGs, DCs, and EKs, no. We have you drill holes through the bottom of the frame rail and it goes all the way through, but you have a bolt that's 8 inches long holding that bracket.
And it's like through bolted and not just...
So it's only the CRX, DAs, and EFs that we weld the brace in.
Huh.
But
yeah, I'm gonna have to come see you guys about some EF K-series mounts.
for that?
Maybe. Where are you gonna weld at?
Let's do one solid bead in the center of this area, probably a good inch, and then the center of this, center of that. And then is there too much gap down there, or should I just bridge the gap here?
It actually feels kind of tight down there.
Yeah, it's tighter down there than it is up here.
Yeah, and try and do some down there.
Okay, so just basically the center of all the big flat spots.
Decent dish. This one will be better. Got a few on me. Feel? It's on there.
Did it hurt?
Yeah, it's hot. But yeah, that's good.
Now this is clean.
Yeah. That ain't going nowhere.
Well, it's official, dude. You are H series for life, man.
Yeah. You know, Honda actually still sells these brackets, the stock tranny brackets. You can buy them.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Dude.
You just line them up.
I was thinking about that. We were gonna put it like a B series back in here.
Yeah, no, you can still buy them. I mean, if not, you'd have to be really careful about going and drilling one out of a junkyard car.
Yeah.
Yeah, Brian told me that.
Great. We're gonna have wind. Well, Chris did a killer ass job, man. Definitely perfect. That's exactly what I was looking for. Get all the seams stitch weld and a bunch of the holes and stuff welded shut. We didn't get all of it because he did run out of gas, but he did warn me before he even came that he was really low on gas, that he would try to get as much of it as he possibly could. He wasn't charging us, dude. He literally came down here and did that for free. So most certainly shout out to Chris Sadowski, man. If you guys aren't following him, a link to his channel will be down in the description, of course. So go check him out, dude. I'm telling you, if you guys like my content, you most certainly will like his. Just to recap on what I told you earlier, he does have the DA Integra. It's right-hand drive converted, K-swapped. He did all that work himself, man. Full color change on it. He's got a B20 VTEC Turbo Del Sol and a Miata. So a pretty badass lineup of cars, man. And he works on every single one of them all himself at home like we do here, you know what I mean? So go check him out for sure. But what's next for the engine bay is we need to go through and grind some of these welds down and get them hit with some filler just to kind of clean them up, make them look nice. As far as the stitch welds, we're just gonna leave it just like that. I mean, we're gonna sand them a little bit, but the plan here is to just leave exposed stitch welding, because honestly, I think it looks fucking badass. Gives it like a tough race car kind of look. And he did get this bracket welded in, so now we have no choice, bro. We gotta go H. I'm just kidding. If we wanted to, we can cut this out and put anything in here that we want. We got some nice healthy beads all the way around this thing. I can't believe that this only had these 212s in it the whole time, dude. So whoever was running this car before with that F20 in it, this mount was literally held up this entire time with 212s. That's nuts. Oh shit. Alright, that's basically what it is that you're wanting to do, alright, dude? And just so you guys know, this is 80 grit sandpaper that we're using. You're gonna tear up sandpaper pretty quick because there's just so many angles and edges and everything on this. So it most certainly is gonna tear your sandpaper up pretty fast, so don't be afraid to just use it, man. If it starts to look like this, just rip it off and throw a new piece on there.
Okay.
So just continue sanding as much as you can. I am gonna go ahead and try to get this thing a little bit more attached to the ground, because we're getting ready to have a pretty bad storm. I can feel it, dude. I think monsoon season's coming, man, and it's starting to get windy, and I can tell it's probably gonna be raining here pretty soon, which freaking sucks, man. Ugh. Weather is going to shit like really freaking fast, and of course as soon as I pull the camera out, the damn wind stops blowing. But the wind's blowing and it's freaking moving this thing around like crazy. I did get all the feet all screwed in, but the thing is you have to actually screw these feet. You have to actually screw these feet into those little things that I have screwed into the ground. Come on, go in there. Anyway, I had to make an emergency trip really quick to Home Depot because the wind's coming, bro. Come out of bag, come out of bag. I got some ratchet straps, and I also got some eye bolts to actually screw into the concrete with some lag shields. So I'm gonna go around and actually drill a hole next to each one of those posts, and I'm gonna put this thing into the concrete so that then we can hook the ratchet strap around the corner of each corner of those and run it to these damn eye bolts and actually ratchet it down nice and tight. So hopefully that works, dude. Of course I would buy one of those right before monsoon season, right? I'm gonna come out in the morning and my $110 freaking car canopy is gonna be gone. Well, this damn tarp actually made it through the night, dude. It got pretty freaking windy. We put these eye bolts in the ground at all four corners and then ran a ratchet strap going up. So then the ratchet strap is actually going around this frame, and then you hook it into the eye bolt and then just click, 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 tighten that thing up, dude. Like, you can still move it, but it's pretty freaking solid, man. Like, I'm digging it. I don't think we gotta worry about this thing moving anymore, so. So this is where we're currently at, guys. Just out here trying to get the bay all sanded down. Now, I don't always recommend, like, you don't have to take it all the way down to metal, dude. That's not what I normally do. Is that Bondo? No, that's the primer, huh? With my engine bay on the khaki Civic, I didn't take it all the way down to metal like that, but I don't know, for whatever reason, I just decided to do that with this one. For the most part, I definitely want to get a lot of the red off. And the reason being is I've noticed a lot of the red inside of this engine bay is actually spray paint, dude. You don't want to really paint over spray paint because spray paint doesn't have a hardener in it. So it doesn't ever really harden. So you don't want a spray paint layer between your good paint that you're throwing down, you know what I mean? Because it'll never bind properly. You can run into problems later with that shit flaking. Finally, this damn thing shut off. Now I am running these things in a series. I have this compressor looped over to this compressor once again like I did before. So now we're running off of both tanks. It helps a little bit, but not tremendously, dude. I really need to upgrade to a much bigger compressor, man, because these things just aren't cutting it anymore, especially once we get the spray booth built out back, bro, because I want to actually mount my compressor in one location somewhere away from my garage so I don't have to hear it all the damn time. And then I want to actually run the piping like to my garage out to the spray booth. I want to actually plumb the house. You can't do something like that with this little tiny guy, so I most certainly am gonna have to upgrade to a much larger compressor here soon. If any of you local guys have a decent compressor that you're willing to sell for cheap, man, let me know, because y'all already know how I'm on a budget. Well, we're gonna continue cracking on this thing, just try to get it sanded, at least get it sanded before we run out of daylight.
I mean, we could probably get it to look like this on both sides, and then we're gonna have to hand sand in areas that we can't reach.
Yeah, Braven got a haircut. He doesn't like it, so he doesn't want me to bring it up. But he got a haircut.
I don't like it, dude. They cut it too short.
So did I, finally. Finally got cut up. My hair's all messed up because I've been wearing a hat all day, but... Joby, did you get a haircut, dude? Hell no. I just drenched you with the hose, huh? Because it's hot out here. Dude, it is freaking miserably hot out here right now. Oh my God. Okay, Google. Forecast for Phoenix.
Today in Phoenix, it'll be partly cloudy with a forecasted high of 105 and a low of 80. There is currently an excessive heat warning in effect.
Yeah, dude. So it's pretty freaking hot out here. We've damn near got the... Well, Braven. I feel bad saying we because he's been the one out here doing all the work, but he's got the engine bay all sanded down damn near completely to metal, dude. Like almost the whole freaking thing. Of course, all this area in here is a lot harder to get to. Using a little angle grinder with a piece of sandpaper on it, and then a mixture of sanding by hand and wire brushes and stuff just to get the job done. And I will say I am gonna come out here with my welder. I just have a flux core welder, and I'm gonna try to get a bunch of this other stuff filled in. Chris ran out of gas is the reason why he couldn't finish absolutely all of it, but he got the most important stuff all done, got the stitch welds and everything finished, and he got this mount welded in nice and solid, and that was the most important stuff, you know what I mean? And he started filling in some of these larger holes that I know that my welder is going to struggle with. So now the only thing that I have left are a bunch of these smaller holes that I just want to get filled in just before we actually throw some paint on here, just to get it as clean and nice looking as we possibly can. But yeah, that's pretty much it, dude. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much to Chris for coming out. Definitely a huge shout out to Chris for coming out and welding that up for us, man, because without him doing that, it'd have been so much more work to get this completed, especially with that damn flux core welder of mine. That thing's a piece of shit. But yeah, we're probably gonna continue just getting the engine bay finished sanded. I'm not gonna be able to get any primer or anything on it today until I finish welding up all the rest of those holes and everything. It's just freaking hot, bro. It is hot. Peace out, and I'll see you on the next one.
Peace.
Gotta do the sound effect for you, because you're a failure.
I'm
You're an
not a
absolute failure.
I'm not a failure.
Absolute failure. Yeah.